Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Ignore the mess of my hair, ignore the dress in the background, and ignore the noise. Yes, I'm in my kitchen because there's nowhere else to film. Everywhere's busy. I'm going to wait for my sister to come pick my dress up so she can swing it sorted out because it is prom on Thursday. But that's not what the video is about. The video is about what I have read this month. I want to speak up because hopefully when I connect with my phone to read a good book, Guide to Murder, it'll motivate us because it'll be louder. So, my novelty pen. Fella pen? Really cool. I'll show you my annotating kit in a minute. So the first book I finished this month was Shatter Me. Loved it. As you can see, I annotated it loads. But yeah, I really did like it. The one that got me in here was because this time I'm ready. There's 8 books, but then you've got to count the novellas as well between them. So there's about 10 books total, but it's like 3 different series. So there's obviously the Shatter Me series, which contain Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me. Then there's the Restore Me series, which is Restore, Defy, Imagine. Hello, Bingo. And then they've got the novella collections, which is Unite Me, which contains Destroy Me and Fracture Me, and then Find Me, which contains Shadow Me and Reveal Me. And I love this because it's just like, it takes you through her imagination. So like, if I show you a page, there, can you see where like it's crossed out? And it just takes you through her like brain and her thoughts and what she's thinking, and I really like it. It was a really good change of book for me. It is a dystopian. It was the first dystopian I've ever read, and it's got a hint of romance in, so I really liked it. I rated this 4.5, I think. Yeah, really enjoyed it. The next one I read was It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Yes, sometimes. A shorter and longer. Oh, I forgot to tell you what it was about. Right, Shatter Me is about this girl who's been trapped because of a mistake she made. That was purely by an accident because she was trying to help a little boy, but instead, because her power like can kill people, she killed a little boy and then she got sent away and isn't fine as and has been locked up. She's been locked up for 264 days. So that was, and then she says, "Oh, like look, it's 6,336 hours since she's touched another human being." But she knows she can't because of her power. And there, where it says crossed out my power, my touch is lethal, and then it's crossed out my touch is power. So I have a gift. I'm more than human. My touch is power. I will fight back. A fragile teenage girl is held captive, locked in a cell by the establishment, a harsh dictatorship in charge of a criminal world. But Juliet is no ordinary teenager. One touch from her can kill. The establishment wants to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has other plans. After a lifetime without freedom, she finally discovers the strength to fight back and to find a future with the one person she thought she'd lost. I'm just gonna read the blurb. It's easier. But look at the trigger warnings for all 3 of the books I'm going to talk about that I've read. It's confinement, death, gun violence, suicidal thoughts, torture, then violence again. Yeah. Good. It ends with us. 5 out of 5. I love this book. It shone light on domestic abuse, like alcohol abuse, attempted rape, depression, domestic abuse, violence, and suicide in a brief discussion. Like the first, for my father who tried his very best not to be his worst, and for my mother who made sure we never saw him at his worst. Like the first line is, as I sit here with one foot on either edge of the ledge, looking down from 12 stories above the streets of Boston, I can't help but think about suicide. Oh, my sister there. It sucks. It really does. Like, it is a really sad story, but I loved it and love how it shone light on domestic abuse. So like, I love Colleen Hoover. She's put resources like, it says if you're a victim of domestic abuse or know someone who could use assistance in even a dangerous situation, please visit www.thehotline.org. For a list of resources for homeless individuals, please visit www.homelessresourcesnetwork.org. Sometimes the one who loves you is the one who hurts you the most. Lily always hasn't had it easy, but that's never stopped her from working hard for the life she wants. She comes a long way from a small town in Maine where she grew up. She graduated from college, moved to Boston and started her own business. When she feels a spark with a gorgeous neurosurgeon named Ryle Kennard, everything in Lily's life suddenly seems almost too good to be true. Ryle is assertive, stubborn and maybe even a little arrogant, but he's also sensitive, brilliant and has a total soft spot for Lily. But Ryle's complete aversion to relationships is disturbing. As questions about her new relationship overwhelm her, so do thoughts of Atlas Corrigan, her first love and linked to the past she left behind. He was her kindred spirit, her protector. When Atlas suddenly reappears, everything Lily has built with Ryle is threatened. With his bold and deeply personal novel, Colleen Hoover delivers a heart-wrenching story that breaks exciting new ground for her as a writer. It ends with us as an unforgettable tale of love that comes at an ultimate price. That's literally, that sums up. It ends with us. It is really sad. Loved it though. I rated it a 5 out of 5. And it's got some spice in there as well. Last but not least, the fine print. I rated this a 5 out of 5 on Goodreads, but now sitting back it was like a 4.5. I loved every minute of it, but it's just some parts it just got us confused. It was like, why? Like, some parts could be left out. Oh, the best part of the Ends With Us book is when Atlas says, Lily, oh, you can stop swimming now, Lily. We finally reached the shore. That brought me to tears. Rowan, I'm in the business of creative fairy tales, production companies, 5-star hotels, theme parks. Everything can be mine if I renovate Dreamland. Hiring Zara was a great plan until I fell for it. By the time I realised what I went wrong, it was too late. People like me don't get happy endings. Now, not when we're destined to ruin them. And then Zara, after submitting a drunken proposal, criticising Dreamland's most expensive ride, I should have been fired. Instead, Rowan Kane offered me a dream job. The catch, I had to work for the most difficult boss I ever met. Rowan was rude and completely off limits, but my heart didn't care. At least not until I discovered his secret. It was trying to teach a billionaire that the most money couldn't fix everything, especially not us. It's the Dreamland Billionaires. There's 2 books so far, but I think the 3rd one's coming out because each brother is getting a book of its own. So this one's about the first brother, which is Rowan, and then I think the 2nd book's about Declan, and the 3rd book will be about Carl. Is that his brother's name, Carl? I think the 3rd brother's name's Carl. And they've all got to work for their inheritance off their granddad, and it's just a really cute story. It's spicy. It's got spice. I rated the spice level about a 3.5, 4, because it is spicy, and I just love this book. Like, it was good. But yeah. And then I'm currently reading nothing on my Kindle. I've just recharged it. I'm gonna get back on my Kindle Because look how cute this is. So I'm currently reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. 75 pages into that. Where is my sister, by the way? I do not know where she is. Very content. Lol. And then Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. And 53 pages into that. I'm on chapter 8 in them, chapter 6 in here. I'm really enjoying it so far. Like, I'm enjoying them both. But then I want to read Court of Thorn and Roses, but I'm nervous. Like, I'm nervous to read it. So if you've got any opinions on A Court of Thorn and Roses, please let me know, because I want to read it, but I'm just nervous because it's been my first fantasy book. But yeah, I hope you guys I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.